Hello students. Students, today we will discuss the chapter 10, a strange wrestling match of the book, A Pact with the Sun. Firstly, we start with the introduction of the chapter. In this story, the writer says that one through brave and open mind, we can face any situation, we can win anything even with the ghost. But still, one should avoid boasting. Boasting means proud karna, ghamand karna. We should leave that type of nature. We should leave the boasting. हमें जो घमंड करना है वो छोड़ देना चाहिए. And in this chapter, and this is what this chapter reveals, and in this chapter there is one person, there is one wrestler whose name is Vijay Singh. The whole story revolves around this, and one day he caught in a trouble and had to face a ghost because of his habit of boasting. Okay, so one should leave the habit of boasting. Then Vijay Singh is a very brave person and had the ability to face any circumstances in his life. So let's start the story with the first paragraph. There was once a wrestler called Vijay Singh, a tall man with massive shoulders and muscular arms, and he towered over others like a giant. Vijay Singh, people said, was a born wrestler and could beat all other wrestlers in the world. There was once a wrestler called Vijay Singh. There is one wrestler whose name is Vijay Singh, and he is a very tall man with strong shoulders and muscular arms, and he tarred others like a giant. He looked like a giant person in comparison to other people. Vijay Singh, people are saying that he was a born wrestler and he could beat all other wrestlers in the world. He is unbeatable. This Pahalwan had one shortcoming which often landed him in awkward situations. He was fond of boasting. One day he was sitting in the marketplace surrounded by several young men. This Pahalwan, this wrestler, had one shortcoming, एक कमी थी, which often landed him in awkward situation, which took him in some strange situations, awkward situations. He was fond of boasting. Boasting, as you know, proud karna, ghamand karna. He was fond of boasting. One day when he was sitting in a marketplace and surrounded by some young men, and after drinking many glasses of milk, he suddenly proclaimed. Proclaimed means announce officially or publicly. Why are people afraid of ghosts? I am not. I wish I met a stout ghost. I would teach him a lesson. He said that why are people afraid of ghosts? But I am not. I wish I should met a stout means fat or heavy build stout ghost, and I will teach him a lesson when I met him. There were murmurs of applause as well as apprehension among the young men. If you walk alone at night through the haunted desert, one of them said, you are sure to meet ghosts. They roam there freely. Strange shrieks and moans can be heard all over the place. Travelers have been looted and killed. Would you really want to go there? Vijay Singh's mighty heart missed a beat or two. Why did he have to boast? Yes, I have heard of the haunted desert, he said nonchalantly. Okay, nonchalantly means in a casually calm and relaxed manner, in a cool manner. I think it's just a fairy tale. There were murmurs of applause. Murmurs means a continuous backward noise in a slow noise, as well as apprehension. Apprehension means anxiety or fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Among the young men, there were murmurs of applause. as well as apprehension among the young men. If you walk alone at night through the haunted desert, one of them said, if you walk along at night at the haunted means frequented by ghosts, डरावने, terrible desert, you are sure to meet ghosts. Then it is very sure to meet ghosts over there. They roam there freely. Strange shrieks and moans can be heard all over the place. You can hear different types of sounds over there. Travelers have been looted over there and killed over there. And would he really want to go there? Vijay Singh's mighty heart. Vijay Singh was very brave and he has a mighty heart, missed a beat or two. Why did he have to boast? Yes, I have heard of the haunted desert, he said nonchalantly. Okay, nonchalantly he pretended to be very cool in a relaxed manner, but he also afraid of the haunted desert, and he said in a very relaxed manner that I have heard of the haunted desert. I think that it is just a fairy tale. Oh no, said one of his admirers, it's true. This place is 10 miles to the west on the road to Jaisalmer. The landmark is an ugly black rock that looks like the head of a camel. Beyond that, there is nothing but sand and wilderness and of course ghosts. Oh no. One of the admirers said that it is true. It is not a rumor. This place is 10 miles to the west on the road to Jaisalmer, and the landmark, the marker, is an ugly black rock. Why? How did you identify it? The landmark is an ugly black rock that looks like the head of a camel, and beyond that there is nothing but sand. And wilderness means an uncultivated, uninhabited and inhospitable region. And of course you can see the ghost over there. Almost the entire village turned up that evening to bid farewell to Vijay Singh, who was ready to set out west. Just then an old woman came forward and thrust a small packet into his hand, and Vijay Singh started walking into the red sunset of the desert. The whole village came there to farewell to Vijay Singh, who was ready to set out west and who was ready to go there in the haunted desert. Just then an old woman came there, and she thrust means push suddenly or violently in a specified direction. He thrust a small packet into his hand, and Vijay Singh started walking to the red sunset of the desert. Next is, as he walked, the night deepened. The moon was bright and the stars shone clearly in the Rajasthan sky. Still a few miles short of his destination, Vijay Singh remembered the old woman's packet. He opened it and found nothing but a lump of salt and an egg. The old woman was well known for her eccentricities. As he walked, the night deepened. It means the night deepened means जो रात थी वो होती ही जा रही थी. The moon was bright and the stars shone clearly in the Rajasthan sky. Still a few miles short of his destination, Vijay Singh remembered about the old woman's packet which she had given. He opened it and found it nothing but only a lump of salt and an egg. The old woman was well known for her eccentricities. Eccentricities means strange behavior. She was very much well known for her eccentricities. As Vijay Singh stepped into the haunted desert, he heard a voice, Vijay Singh, you will get lost in the desert. Come this way, I am your friend Natwar. At once Vijay Singh realized that it was not his friend but a ghost. Trying to sound brave, he called back, where are you, my dear Natwar? It's dark and I cannot see you. Come here and show me the way. Like all good wrestlers, Vijay Singh wanted to size up his enemy. As Vijay Singh stepped into the haunted desert, he heard one voice, Vijay Singh, and what type of voice? You will get lost in the desert. I come this way, I am your friend Natwar. At once Vijay Singh realized that it was not his friend, it was a ghost, and he, trying to sound brave, trying to show that he was very much brave, he called back that, where are you, my dear friend? It is dark and I cannot see you. Please come here. And I wanted to see you and show me the way. Like all good wrestlers, Vijay Singh wanted to size up his enemy. Next paragraph. Soon the ghost appeared at his side. Vijay Singh peered into his face and declared, you are just a plain lying ghost. Anyway, now I don't have to walk all night. I was longing to meet you. Not used to insult. The ghost was taken aback. People generally started back in horror when they met him. They often fainted, but here was this unfeeling creature claiming he wanted to meet a ghost. It did not make any sense. Soon the ghost appeared at his side. Vijay Singh peered into his face and he declared that, you are just a plain lying ghost. Anyway, now I don't have to walk all night. Now I have found the ghost. I was longing to meet you. Not used to insult. The ghost was taken aback. People generally started back in horror when they met him. People mostly afraid of seeing the ghost, but they often fainted. But here was this unfeeling creature claiming. Unfeeling creature means the Vijay Singh wrestler claiming that he wanted to meet a ghost. It did not make any sense. Really, I don't know why you long to meet me. The ghost said, I don't know why do you want to meet me. That proves that, said Vijay Singh in a bold voice, that you are a stupid ghost. Vijay Singh said in a bold voice that you are a stupid ghost. The least a ghost can do is to read a man's thoughts. However, a worthless ghost like you is better than no ghost. Vijay Singh said that the ghost can understand the man's thought, but a worthless ghost like you is better than no ghost. The fact is that I am tired of wrestling with men. Always I fought with some other people, but today I want to fight a ghost. The ghost was speechless. The ghost has no words to speak. Marshalling his ghostly wits, he made an attempt to look Vijay Singh scornfully in the eye. Marshalling his ghostly wits, he made an attempt to look Vijay Singh. He wanted to make him scared from ghost. Frankly, he said, you don't appear all that strong to me. Appearances can be deceptive. Vijay Singh said, take your own case. You claim to be Natwar, though actually you are a rascal of a ghost. If you doubt my strength, let me give you a demonstration of it. Okay, the ghost thought that he is not as strong that he appeared. So by hearing this, Vijay Singh said that, if you doubt my strength, let me give you a demonstration of it. The rest part of the story we will discuss in the next part. So thank you.